All right. Well, we have one of two last man standing matches that we're going to have, and this one is just a simple grudge match between Chris Jericho and The Miz. I mean, it happened when The Miz attacked Chris Jericho for no apparent reason, and it happened, I think it was during either towards the end of season 4 or sometime early in this season, season 5, but be that as it may, up until recently they hadn't been able to settle their issues with each other. Well, now they're going to have a chance to do that. I mean, The Miz, he pinned Jericho. If I'm not mistaken, he pinned Jericho in that... well, I mean, he beat Jericho in a house show. I'm trying to remember. And then on Intermission, on our last show known as Intermission, Chris Jericho won a match with two other people, as well as the two other people's respective rivals, to tie the feud at 1-1. Well, now that's where it stands. Each person has a win over the other, and the object is simply to knock your opponent on the ground for the count of 10. He's up to 5 is Miz. 6, 7, nope. Gets right back up. Nope, countered by The Miz. But yeah, the object is to knock your opponent out for the count of 10, just like in boxing. And of course, Chris Jericho can ill afford to lose to The Miz. Of course, it's not going to put The Miz in contention right away for the World Championship, but that would have to get him much closer, and a nice roll out of the ring by The Miz. A snapmare. Now goes for a chin lock. Of course, you're not going to win with a chin lock. You can't win by submission. You can't win by pinfall either. You have to win by knocking your opponent out for the count of 10, and it can happen in the ring as well as outside of it. So there's no countouts and no disqualifications, so these guys can do whatever they want to each other, and as such. A Russian leg sweep onto The Miz. And Chris Jericho just staring a hole at him, as if to say, you stay down or you're going to get it much worse than what you just got. Up to 7, so it looks like up to 7 is where we have been for The Miz. Oh, nice dragon screw onto Chris Jericho. Of course, he's going to have to do more than that to keep him down, that's for sure. Oh, nice counter by Chris Jericho. And a dropkick onto The Miz. And The Miz, if nothing else, I think he's just trying to milk it in. Milk the count for what it's worth. Six, nope. Now whipped into the corner is The Miz. Now just pounding away on the back, then a back elbow. Oh, and then a dropkick onto Chris Jericho, and now Chris Jericho's the one getting counted out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, no. No. Oh, code breaker! Code breaker from out of nowhere onto The Miz by Chris Jericho. I'll tell you one thing, Chris Jericho does want to dispose of The Miz, especially as we get closer and closer to Jericho's title match that he won by winning the Survivor Series tournament. I mean, of course he won with me and Matthew Cole as tag team partners, but while me and Cole won the tag team championships, Chris Jericho by himself got himself an opportunity to face LP Grotus for the World Championship, and now you can add Adrian Chambly to that list, but not the list of Jericho, though. And Jericho trying to go for a submission, trying to weaken The Miz as much as possible. A snapmare. And again, going for a chin lock onto Jericho. It's going to be more of a methodical pace for both these guys. They're not going to try to take high risks, especially in a match like this where one mistake could knock you out. Oh, nice bell clapper. And now going for a head crank. Of course, that's not going to win the match, but anything you can do to try to weaken your opponent as much as possible, do it. And of course, Chris Jericho saying, "Stay down, you stupid idiot." Six. Eight. No. So far, it's been up to 8. And then just ramming the arm of The Miz. And of course, Jericho realizes it's going to take more than that. Over the top rope goes Chris Jericho, and out goes Chris Jericho on the floor. And that's the last place you want to be. I mean, in the ring, you're safe, but when you're outside the ring, you're at the mercy of the floor as well as everything that surrounds the ring. And now the referee's going to count outside the ring, since you can win inside as well as out. 5, 6, 7, 8, and Chris Jericho gets back up at 8. And thrown over the top rope again. Nope, countered by Chris Jericho this time. And Chris Jericho, whoa, what a move. I mean, the man is 41 years old and he's still kicking butt. That was a good move by Jericho. And of course, Chris Jericho still got it. Even after all this time, he still has it. 7, 8, nope. And of course, whenever, if your opponent is down and all of a sudden you attack them, then the count gets resetted. Excuse me. 7, 8, 9, 10, and The Miz just could not take it anymore. He couldn't take the pain, and as a result, Chris Jericho now leads the feud 2-1. And previously, The Miz led the feud at 1-0. Jericho won that 3-on-3. What is it? Yeah, he won the 3-on-3 tables, ladders, and chairs match, and got a victory that way. And then he manages to finally put away The Miz for a 10 count. And The Miz, I guess his body must have been killing him. If not, he probably figured it'd be better to just, stay down and fight another day. But congratulations to Chris Jericho, as he is one step closer to finally ending his vendetta with The Miz. And Chris Jericho, of course, he has to be beaten himself. I mean, he didn't come out of that unscathed. Not one bit. But nonetheless, though, we'll be back for our next match. And that match is about to start right after this. Well, our next match is a last man standing match. And this will be for the NXT Championship. Now, Kane won a battle royal to challenge. Like, he won a battle royal for a championship opportunity, and he chose Bobby Roode and the NXT championship. And we'll find out if Bobby Roode can somehow beat the monster known as Kane, or if Kane will take it all. We'll find out right now. All right, here we go. And Kane starting out with a couple of punches, but Roode has him in his grasp and yanks the top rope to just simply clothesline him. Of course, if you're Roode, you want to keep this a mat-based wrestling type of ordeal and try to wear down Kane. Of course, the last thing you want to do is get into a fisticuffs with him. It's just not going to work. Well, that was kind of a fail. Okay, Bobby. Alright, well, now going for the shoulder of Kane is Bobby Roode, the champion. Oh, now going for the arm of Kane. Oh, and then a knee right to the head, and just trying to, crush his head onto the canvas. Again, going right to the shoulder with that claw. I mean, Bobby Roode has quite some big hands. I mean, you wouldn't think he would, but he does. And Kane fighting back, though. Off the ropes, and the big boot onto Roode. And of course, Kane realizes you're not going to beat Roode with a big boot. It's just not going to happen. Oh, nice counter by Roode. Then a clothesline onto Kane. Then a knee right to the sternum of Kane. And then just stomping away at Kane. Oh, and then a kick right to the head. And then whipped into the corner. Nope, countered by Kane. Nice arm drag. Elbow right to the top of the head. And, well, just ran into Kane, and now Kane takes him down. I mean, it is early in the match, so they're going to try to slowly but surely soften him up. And what's good for the goose is good for the gander, as Kane does to Roode what Roode did to him earlier. Now trying to crank on the head is Kane. Oh, but Kane's not done with him yet. Oh, and a rake in the eyes right to Kane, but I think that might have pissed him off, actually. And Kane just taking down Roode by the leg. But what the hell? That was kind of weird. Oh, snake eyes onto Roode. And now just trying to blatantly choke, but of course there is no disqualification, so you can do that as much as you like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nope. And now Kane, what's he doing? Nope, countered by Roode. Whoa! I'm not sure what Roode was trying to do, but he didn't quite get all of it, though. But apparently that might have done it. I don't know. 3, 4, 5. Nope. Now he picks up Kane. Oh, the bell clapper and a nice counter. And now Kane, what's he doing here? Going to the top rope like he usually does. No, wait! Oh, nice. He caught him with, he caught Kane, did Bobby Roode, and delivered a T-bone suplex onto Kane, and that could do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure Kane didn't expect that. I mean, then again, Bobby Roode is a pretty big guy. I mean, sure, he may not be big in terms of height or stature, but, I mean, he can lift. And he was up to 8 was the official. A snapmare. And now Kane going for the shoulder claw. Again, trying to do to Roode what Roode did to him. Oh, but Roode fighting back though. And a nice a fisherman suplex. But of course, naturally he went for the pinfall cover, but you can't win by pinfall. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Uh-oh. Wow, Kane got up though. And already a counter on Roode, and now Kane, I think Kane might have woken up. Then a DDT onto Roode, and wait, what's wrong with Roode? Roode has been busted open thanks to that DDT, and that could do it. I'll tell you one thing. Even if Roode gets up from this, I don't think he'll be able to last much longer against Kane in the condition he's in right now. 7, 8. Oh, but he gets up though. Oh, wait a minute. The glorious DDT onto Kane. And that might be his best opportunity yet. I mean, Roode just hit the glorious DDT onto Kane after Kane did the same thing to Roode. 7, 8, 9, 10, and I can't believe it. Roode, there were a couple of times that Roode was in trouble, but Roode wins the match and is still the NXT champion. I mean, Kane, he came to play, but Roode would have none of it. I mean, Roode, he knew that Kane was going to do everything he could to win, but he did the smart thing. He stayed inside the ring. He didn't try to go fisticuffs with Kane. And he hit the glorious DDT, which was just enough to beat Kane. So congratulations to Roode for winning the match and is still the NXT champion. So congratulations to Roode. I will give him a lot of credit for standing up to Kane and defending that championship. I mean, that can only do wonders for him in his career. But we still have 2 grudge matches yet to come, so those matches will be up right after this. Well, anyway, we have Triple H already in the ring, and I'm just... Wait a minute. Daniel Bryan coming down, takes him down, does Daniel Bryan, and already going at a fisticuffs with Triple H. And, I mean, it was already breaking down before it got started, but... Alright. So now, in terms of the feud, this feud between Triple H and Daniel Bryan is tied at 1 match apiece. Triple H defeated Daniel Bryan in a one-on-one match to take the lead, but then Daniel Bryan was part of that 3-on-3 TLC match in which his team won against Triple H and his tag team partners at that time to tie up the series, and now it's tied at 1-1, and we'll see who will be one step closer after this match. And of course we had a previous encounter before that in which it ended in a draw, a double countout. And we'll see if this match will stay in the ring, but right now Triple H has this match in control. And of course this whole thing started in the WWE when Triple H decided to screw Daniel Bryan out of the WWE Championship. And wait, a pile driver onto Daniel Bryan, but Daniel Bryan has not forgotten that. And of course the fact that Triple H didn't consider him. All right, let me slow down. And the fact that Triple H didn't consider Daniel Bryan nothing more than a B+ player. Oh, nice counter by Daniel Bryan. And of course, while Daniel Bryan did defeat Triple H at WrestleMania 30 and would ultimately go on to win the triple threat match for the WWE Championship, of course, Daniel Bryan has not forgotten about all the hell that Triple H has put him through. And Daniel Bryan, wait a minute, he's going for, well, he went for the yes lock, but too close to the ropes was Triple H. Then a DDT onto Triple H. And now we're going to see, oh, and a senton onto Triple H. 1, 2, no. Just a 1 count on Triple H. Then an elbow onto Triple H. Now he picks up Triple H. But Triple H goes for the abdominal, then one right to the head. Then the double A spine buster. Oh yeah, and Triple H telling Daniel Bryan to suck it. Well, you know what? You can stick it. For all I care, Triple H. And, uh-oh, wait a minute. The pedigree onto Daniel Bryan. And Triple H could be moments away from taking the lead again. Wait. 1, 2, 3. And Triple H has now taken the series back and now leads it 2-1 against Daniel Bryan. I'm going to have to make a new page of some sorts. But yeah, it's now Triple H 2, Daniel Bryan 1. And I gotta tell you, we're so close to ending this, and we'll find out what Triple H or Daniel Bryan have in store for the next time that those two guys meet. But as it stands, I mean, Daniel Bryan, I mean, of course he brought it as much as he could, but it just wasn't enough against Triple H. But of course that's not going to stop him, and it's not going to stop Triple H from trying to destroy Daniel Bryan once and for all. So as much as I may not like Triple H, I got to give the man his due. He went in and he said he was going to beat Daniel Bryan, and he did. And of course, while the crowd may not like it, they got to respect him. All right. Well, of course, our good friend Dave Meltzer gave this match 3.5 stars and made it a great match, and it was a great match. And for Daniel Bryan, he didn't really lose much, but of course, it's back to the drawing board for Daniel Bryan, and of course he has to win the next match. Otherwise, his feud with Triple H is over, and Triple H is considered the supreme athlete of the two. But we still have one more match, and that's the main event, and it's coming up right after this. All right, we're ready for our main event, and let's see who's this. Well, it's him, the Wolfbane, and I'll tell you one thing. For those of you wondering any more about this man, he has made it very clear that he wants to destroy Jaret. I mean, he's already been embarrassed not once but twice against him, and would love nothing more than to destroy, not to just physically destroy Jaret, but also destroy him mentally and figuratively. And for Wolfbane, he has nothing left to lose except his own pride. In fact, I have a feeling that that has been his downfall in his 2 matches with Jaret. I mean, he did pretty well in a Royal Rumble match one time, and he dominated that match. But against Jaret, he really hasn't done much. But of course, that's not going to stop him from trying to beat Jaret. But this time, beat him bad and beat him hard. I'm not trying to make this up. I go outside, the window shut. I ripped her shreds. And there he is, Jaret. And of course, you can tell that he is dressed up as Skull from the Persona series. In fact, he has that skull mask, but of course that thing is made out of metal, so that's why he has to take it off when the match starts, because, well, I mean, you can't compete in a match with a metal mask. I mean, are you serious? But yeah, there's that metal mask that resembles Skull, aka Yuji Sakamoto from Persona 5, and Jaret is now 1 win away from finally putting away Wolfbane once and for all, and proving that he is indeed the better man. And in his case, the better friend of the third person that Wolfbane had hurt, not so much physically, but mentally and emotionally. Or actually, they're the same thing, never mind. But now match is underway. And a gutbuster onto Jaret. And if you're Wolfbane, this is your last chance to try to put the hurting on Jaret, and a DDT onto Wolfbane. Oh, but Wolfbane, nice counter. Oh, wow! That was kind of a nice move. I'm not sure what to call that one. But now Wolfbane now takes down the top turnbuckle and exposes the metal ring. And we'll see if that works out. Whipped into the ropes. A big boot. Oh, then a jawbreaker onto Wolfbane. Oh, nice crucifix takedown. I'll tell you one thing, Mr. Persona wants to personally put an end to this. I mean, this thing between him and Wolfbane has gone on for far too long, and it's got to end at some point. And yes, this is the main event. Wait. Oh, now he's ramming the head of Jaret onto the top turnbuckle, which is made out of metal, and that has to hurt Jaret a lot worse than if the cover had been on. Although, I think that might have pissed him off. I think that might have woken him up. Nope. Taken down by Wolfbane. Oh, nice counter by Jaret. What is it? A scoop slam suplex. That's what it's called. And wait a minute, what's Jaret doing? Jaret. A suplex from off the top rope onto Wolfbane, and this could do it. Is that it? No, not even a 1 count. I'll tell you one thing, I think the one thing that's keeping him in here is the hatred that he has for Jaret. And a nice elevated reverse DDT. Oh, went for the rollover, but he missed. And, okay, well, he calls that move that he just did, he calls that the deep six. And he could be setting up for this one. He calls this end of days. End of days onto Jaret. And this could be it for Jaret for this match. 1, 2, no. And Wolfbane is in complete disbelief because most guys would have been put away with that move. But Wolfbane not going to complain for too long as he goes right back to Jaret. I mean, he's trying to crank the head and crank the neck out of position, out of whack. But another jawbreaker to Wolfbane. Then a flatliner onto Wolfbane. And, nope, countered by Wolfbane. Then a back suplex onto Jaret. And so far, this has been Wolfbane's best match to date. Oh, and then a pound right to the back. And, uh-oh. Nope, countered into a facebuster onto Wolfbane. And now Jaret is back in control of this match. Now he tries to pick up Wolfbane. Forearm, another one. Oh, a nice Pele kick onto Wolfbane. Oh, then a shoulder tackle onto Jaret. And now, uh-oh. Wait a minute, Jaret. Nope, countered by Jaret. And now Jaret, wait a minute. Curtain call. Curtain call, and oh, but too close to the ropes was Wolfbane, and that might have been the only thing that saved him. And now Jaret going out to the top rope. What's he doing? And, okay, Jaret, come on, man. Seriously, you could have at least got a little bit closer, man. Seriously? And Wolfbane trying to shake the cobwebs from having been pounded with the curtain call. I mean, it could have been over right then and there had it not been for the rope break. But now Wolfbane, what's he doing? Oh, he's going to do to Jaret what Jaret did to him. A suplex from off the top rope. Oh, but he's not done with him yet. I think he wants to really hurt him in. Nope. Reverse DDT onto Wolfbane. And Wolfbane rolls out of the ring onto the apron. And Jaret's saying, get up. Get up. Oh, and Jaret just punches him right off the apron. And Jaret's celebrating, but of course he cannot celebrate for too long as the referee goes for the count out. But instead, Jaret is going to meet him. And is going to try to beat him outside. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh, and then a powerbomb on the floor onto Jaret. Oh, but Jaret fighting back, though. Now we're up to 3. Oh, rammed into the steel steps was Wolfbane. Oh, but Wolfbane fighting back, though. We're up to 6, though. And, okay, now both men are back inside the ring. And a pinfall already. 1, 2, no. And Wolfbane, as if to say to the crowd, I have your boy in trouble. But again, another reverse DDT on a Wolfbane, and wait a minute. Oh, a reverse DDT again. Then a stomp right to the back. Oh, and then he tries to stop the arm right out of socket Nope, countered by Wolfbane, though. And what? Thrown over the top rope, but still on the apron. Nope, countered by Wolfbane, no. And another deep six with a pinfall. 1, 2, no. I mean, I give Jaret a lot of credit for staying in this. And a T-bone suplex powerbomb, or power slam, I should say, excuse me. Oh, and then a knee right to the back of the head, and now trying to crush the head with his knee onto the floor. I mean, he has been going after the head of Jaret, has Wolfbane. And rammed into the turnbuckle. And now, wait a minute, what's Wolfbane doing? What's he doing? What? Whoa! A tornado DDT through the turnbuckle onto Jaret. I mean, how does a man the size of Wolfbane do that? Oh, a nice arm breaker. And while Jaret, I don't know why he was going up to the top rope, but Wolfbane made him pay for that one. And now, wait a minute, his feet are on the ropes. Come on, ref. 2. Oh, but somehow Jaret kicked out of that. Now going for an armbar. I mean, not a bad way to try to weaken the man. Oh, and then a back elbow. And then clothesline on the top rope was Wolfbane. And now, wait, what's he doing here? Oh, he calls that the Persona 4 lock. The Persona 4 lock. Is Wolfbane going to get out of this one? And, well, actually he does. I guess maybe Jaret was losing his grip. So he probably figured it'd be better to let go before Wolfbane could counter that. But this match has definitely proven to be main event worthy. And a front Nelson slam onto Jaret with great authority, mind you. Now going for the shoulder claw onto Jaret. And Jaret, punch right to the stomach, one right to the face. And wait, what's wrong with Wolfbane? And that last punch busted him open and then rammed into the turnbuckle that was exposed from Wolfbane early on. And could that do it? 1, 2, no. Again, the hatred that Wolfbane has for Jaret is probably the only thing that's keeping him alive. And now Jaret gets a shot. And now, wait. Another powerbomb with a pinfall. Oh, but too close to the ropes was Jaret that time. And another deep six. And now, wait. Picks him up. Powerbomb. Now going for a chin lock onto Jaret. And he's got that thing in tight, though. And, oh, and a jawbreaker. Then a flatliner onto Wolfbane, and Wolfbane is a bloody mess. 1, 2, no. I mean, this match has proven to be everything that I thought it would be. I knew that Wolfbane was going to try to do everything in his power to beat Jaret. I mean, he wants to beat Jaret legit. I mean, he doesn't want to try to take any shortcuts, but he will if he has to. But now the loss of blood is probably affecting him because he's not able to stay on Jaret as he was before. Then an elbow right to the gut. Oh, but a counter by Oh, and then a pound right to the back. I'll tell you one thing, this match has... Wait a minute. A power bomb and a pinfall. 1, 2, no, wait. Turned into a Boston Crab. And wait, what happened? And Jaret has tapped out. And the winner is Wolfbane. So, you know what that means? That means that this feud is going to continue. The series now stands 2-1 for Jaret, although right now, yeah, I expected that Wolfbane was going to do this. Win or lose, he was going to do that. And now he's trying to beat the hell out of Jaret. I mean, he beat Jaret, and even though Jaret busted him open, oh my god, look at those sharp teeth of Wolfbane. But this match was indeed, as Dave Meltzer puts it on the top right-hand corner of your screen, that was an instant classic. I am not going to lie, that was great. As far as I'm concerned. If anything, that boosted the career of both these guys, but both guys put it all out on the line, and they did it. I mean, I just don't know how, but they did. So congratulations to these two guys, and I gotta say they did a hell of a job. So I give them all that. So with that said, that's gonna do it for our show. Until next time, this is your host with the most, to Jew22, signing off. Have a good day, everybody.